Okay guys, so in this video we'll be taking a look at the Proxies tab. Now the Proxy tab is where you're going to be importing in all the different proxies that you want to use for entering the raffles with. Proxies are connections to different IPs to make it look like you're entering from different places and as different people. If you do everything from your home IP, some companies running a raffle will be able to see this and know that all the entries were done by you. Now you have two types of proxies, residential proxies and data center proxies. Residential IPs are ones that look like they were from a residential address and someone's actual home. These are a lot cheaper than data center proxies, but tend to have a limit on them in terms of data usage, like 1 gigabyte or 2 gigabytes. So you can't use them forever and they'll eventually run out. Data center proxies tend to not have a limit on them and you can use them as much as you want. They also tend to be a lot faster than residential proxies, but because of this, they're a lot more expensive and people tend to not have more than 10, 20 or 30 data center proxies. So you'll want to use residential proxies for raffles where they are able to check which IP you entered from. This would be something like DSM or Bodega or Atmos. For raffles where they can't check which IP you use to enter or to sign up, you'll want to use data center proxies as they cannot run out of data, so you can do as much on them and as many entries as you would like. These are raffles such as Google Form raffles, or signing up and making accounts for websites such as Naked or North Store. So to import any proxies into ESnkrs, just like the raffle tab, you want to make a category. So I'm going to call this one Mars Proxies. Once you have, you just hit import, manual import, and copy and paste over the info. And in ESnkrs, we use the format IP, port, user, and password. So make sure your proxies are in that format before you copy and paste them in. Now, Mars proxies are residential proxies, at least the ones I've imported into the bot. So I'm going to make another category for data center proxies. Once again, you hit import, manual import, paste them in, and hit OK. Now, once you've got your IPs in the Proxy tab, there's a list of functions you can actually do with them. So you can click on the IP you want and hit Test Selected Proxy. And this will check if it works. It'll tell you the speed of the proxy as well as the IP of the proxy. You can highlight multiple by clicking and dragging, or you can use Control A on your keyboard to highlight all of them. You can then right click and you'll get a list of functions. So you can delete proxy, delete the status section, copy the proxies in case you wanted to copy them to somewhere outside of ESnkrs, or just refresh the table to update the information in there. So if I hit delete status, the status that I just put in with the test is now gone. Or if I wanted to delete this IP here, I could right click and hit delete proxy, and that will be deleted. You can also use the export and import function to export your proxies out and import them back in, maybe if you wanted to move your setup of ESnkrs to a server or to your local PC. But yeah, that's the Proxy tab covered.